I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're speaking with Tyrone May, who has chronicled his lifelong passion for the original Himalaya amusement ride in his book called Himalaya, where the strobe flashes and the mirror ball spins. From his first awestruck encounter at the Delaware State Fair in the early 1980s to the challenges and triumphs of his ensuing journey, his memoir is a nostalgic tribute to a classic ride and the dreams it inspired. We are delighted to have this talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Good River Print and Media for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel. Tyrone, thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me about your first encounter with the Himalaya. About how old were you? What was your impression, and what was it about that ride of all the others that captured your imagination?
Yeah, I was like back in 1984, I believe. I felt like about 3 or 4 years old. I was with my mom at the Delaware State Fair, and just hearing the music, the beautiful artwork on the ride, and just like the lighting, like the big mirror ball and the strobe light flashing, the guy talking on the microphone. I mean, the whole ride, the whole design just fascinated me.
Yeah. And it's a fun ride. It's a simple ride, just go around in a circle basically, and you go up a hill and down, up a hill and down, but there's cool music generally playing, lots of lights flashing about, like you said. I think if you're on one car, you get kind of squished by the person next to you. So it's a fun ride. So of all the different rides there might have been, there's the stand-up roundup, there's all different types of rides, the House of Mirrors, roller coasters. This is the one that you said, that's my ideal ride, right?
Yes, definitely.
Tell me about what the book is about and what your journey involving the Himalaya is all about.
Basically, just like from the first day I saw it at the state fair, and then later on, then at Trumpers Rise in Ocean City, Maryland, they had the same ride. It's just the beautiful artwork. Just all my experience from riding it for the first time, and just like it all had its ups and downs. Like when I got older, and to like building models of the ride. Like I was so fascinated the ride. I started building models of it, starting from the age of 7 to like just learning more about it. Had a chance to go behind the scenes, working at the fair in 1997 when I was 18. Just seeing it getting put up and torn down. Just like being involved in it. It all leads to my dream to have one of my own someday.
And were you ever able to fulfill that dream of having your own Himalaya ride?
Not yet, but I feel it'll come.
Hope springs eternal. You never know. You never know. When you worked at a fair or a carnival, did you say?
Yes, back in '97, the first carnival I worked, it was like just when it was in town.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was that like? I mean, was it as fun as you thought it might be? Was it less fun because you get to see the underbelly of the fair? Or was it a thrill seeing all the delighted kids and people and the smells of the fair, the sounds of the fair, the cotton candy, the candy apples? It's a great place. Like I said, I love amusement parks.
Yeah, it's just just when I first had a chance to work there, just had a chance to get it set up the ride, just like looking at all the parts, and then see what the scenery looked like. I think they had a newer one at the time, and I just couldn't wait to see what it looked like.
Mhm.
And then I saw all the lighting, and then when I saw the big mirror ball, I just lost it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you still go to amusement parks and state fairs much? Do you still go to the Delaware State Fair?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's my yearly tradition. I still
And
go.
go
I
ahead.
still go down Ocean. I'm sorry. I still go down to Ocean City as well, like every other weekend. And I just came back from an amusement park at called Wonderland Park in Amarillo, Texas. I just came back from there, and they have one there as well. So my website just been that I've had it's just been opening a lot of doors for me.
Yeah. So do parks invite you to come ride their Himalaya?
Yeah, just the Wonderland Park that I just came back from.
That's great. That's great. So of all the rides that you're thrilled about, it's still the Himalaya that does it for you. That was your first love. It's still your true love, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Do most parks have the Himalaya still? It's kind of a traditional ride. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. There's some still haven't. There's other parts have something like it.
right, right. We used to go to Rye Playland when I was a kid. That's in outside of New York City. And we
Okay.
had a ride was called the Flying Bobs. And it
Oh
was
yeah,
like
I'm familiar.
Himalaya, but it was like it was a cart that kind of swung out as you went
Yeah.
around the circle. And it was kind of fun. Same thing though, disco balls, lights, music, and getting crushed in the ride if you had a heavier rider on the inside as you went around the curves. Very, very fun. How many amusement parks would you say you have visited over the years? And do you have a
Um,
favorite?
mm, yeah, the favorites I really like is more small carnival style amusement
Yeah.
park.
Yeah, the state fairs, the county fairs, they kind of have their own personality. They also have a sense of community that the
Definitely.
amusement parks don't have. And they do have that adventure where they come to town, they put it all up, are there for a week or two, and then they take it all down. Very, very fun. What's your favorite meal to get when you're at the state fair?
Um,
I'll give you some
I'm really trying.
choices.
Yes, I'm
Corn
really trying.
dogs or
Yeah, funnel cakes, like anything deep fried. I'm very adventurous, so
yeah, exactly, exactly. Sounds good. Yeah, you forget all about the Heart Smart diet when you go to the state fair. You have corn
yeah,
dogs
right.
and funnel cakes and anything deep fried, I'm down. I'll have it. That sounds great. That sounds great. Tell me what it was like writing the book.
It was actually suggested by a good friend of mine who's no longer here. His name is Chris White. Um, I'll show him a video of me running the Himalaya when I was working at Trimpers back in 2006. I was talking on the microphone running the ride. He was so fascinated. He was like, I mean, you should write a book. I was like, well, I thought about it. I was like, well, I got nothing else going on. Why not?
Yeah,
So I just started off like from the first day. I saw it at the state fair and just kind of went from there.
wonderful, wonderful. What's your message to readers? What do you hope they learn or take away from this book?
Just like just have a dream and just stick with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if you were to get your own Himalaya ride, where would you put it? Um, would you open it up to the public? Tell me a little bit about what your dream consists of. You never know. Maybe somebody's listening and say, maybe some big billionaire out there says, you know what, Tyrone should get his Himalaya ride. Let's build one in his backyard or wherever. Well, tell me a little
Um,
bit about your dream.
my dream if I have like just buy some open land for it, but if I have an opportunity to put it in the park, I could use that option as well.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. When you see a Himalaya ride, does it connect you to the first time when you went to the state fair? Were you with your mom, you said, back in
Yeah.
the 80s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the nice part of going down memory lane is that you do remember, being a little kid again and holding mom's hand and hoping for her to buy you that popcorn or that cotton candy or that caramel apple or whatever it is. Really good memories, really good times. When is the Delaware State Fair? So the folks at home can go ride the Himalaya ride themselves. Is it
It's
usually at the
usually
end of the summer?
no, it's usually like to maybe like end of July.
End of July. Okay, great, great. Well, I know we'll see you at the Delaware State Fair, that's for sure. And anything you want to say to the audience before we leave you today, my friend?
You can publish my book either on Amazon or my online store, Himalaya Fan Store at MazeHemiFanStore.com.
Absolutely. Well, the links will be underneath this interview, so you can click the links below and buy the book. And remember your own first experiences as well when you saw all those lights and all the screams and all the action and all the fun of an amusement park or a state fair. The name of this book is The Himalaya, where the strobe flashes and the mirror ball spins. It's a good time. Absolutely. Tyrone May, thanks so much for traveling down memory lane with us here today on Spotlight.
Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed this.
I enjoyed it as well, my friend. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time, this time, until next time on Spotlight.